Welcome to Fridays with LukeJ62895. On this live stream show, we are going to be talking about our topics, playing video games, and many more. And now, here's your host, Luke Jeffers, Billy Mooney, Remix Plum, and Damon 2000.
Thank you, Dave 3000. Hello, people. This is LukeJ62895 speaking. Welcome to a brand new episode of Fridays with LukeJ62895. And joining me for this episode is Dave 3000.
Hi, everyone. Happy Friday.
And today we'll be doing some LGBM segments from the Vimeo account, and then some topics I have in mind, and we got some crazy news segments. Now, before I get to my topics, I'll get David's turn, so I'll do that right now to get to Vimeo topics first. So there you go. The first things first, we got Fridays with LukeJ625 episode 277. Then we got food reviews episode 134. Elgin 2020 day number 25. Then we got weekend celebration episode 46. Elgin 2020 day number 26. Then we got the book reviews episode 6 outtake and episode 6 normal episode. Then we got food reviews episode 135. Then we got Elgin Reacts episode 49. And we got food reviews episode 136. And then we got 147. And then we got Elgin Reacts episode 4 and 10. And we got Elgin 2020 David's 27. Then we got Elgin TV special events on Mom and Stepdad Blade wedding anniversary. This is their 13th, by the way. A 4-1 Blade birthday special on Patrick Butler. Who else I have mentioned? CJ, my grandma Craig, and Storm McPurrin. Elgin 2020, day number 28. BNF Vlogs, episode 149, and the outtake as well. Then we got a box video for January 28th, 2020. And then we got 3 Elgin Reacts episodes. Then Elgin Success Club's early birthday special for Alex Paris and my dad. Then we got Elgin 2020, David 29. Then we got 2 Elgin Reacts episodes again. First things first, we got Luke's the Cool Guy. And then one was about David Fowles versus the Mighty Cards reaction videos. Season 1. Then we got Elgin book reviews, episode 7, Mr. T Talk Clock, in the Magic Library, if you watch this on. Then we got book reviews, episode 8, Toy Story 4, movie storybook. Then we got We Wednesdays, episode 13. And then we got Elgin 2020, day number 30, the box video for January 30th, 2020. And then we got 2 Reese's Jokes episodes. And finally, Elgin 2020, day number 31. Now with that, let's get to David on his topics first, then before I get to mine now, shall we? So we got.
Alright, so what has come up on my YouTube channel for my first topic is that I made a new schedule for my YouTube channel. That'll be starting at February 9th, possibility. Starting with the return episode of 3000 Teenage Time. That'll be at 12 p.m. Eastern. And then first look at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time that evening. And then on Tuesdays, I will do the next episode of 3000 versus the Money Cards at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll come back pretty soon. And then this upcoming Wednesday at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be doing another episode of David Reacts. And then on Friday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be doing another exciting episode of Press Your Luck. And then on Saturdays, I'm going to be doing a new game show on my channel called High Rollers. That'll be on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. and then after that, uh, that Saturday afternoon at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Well, it's supposed to be 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, so 5 p.m. that Saturday afternoon, it'll be my uh, new live stream video podcast series I'll be doing on my channel, kind of like what Rain for both of us on the Surplus. But it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little talk show that I will be doing with Jordan. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing it on YouTube via StreamYard. So I hope you're all looking forward to that this upcoming uh, tomorrow. I mean, maybe tomorrow we'll see if Jordan's available or not. Um, so on that. Um, and next up, for my next topic, if you have been following me on Instagram recently, I just uploaded all my first um uh, 4,100 podcast episodes, including the pilot episode, on my brand new Anchor account. Now, if you don't know what Anchor is, is a platform where um you can publish your podcast episodes to all podcast platforms. So yeah, I hope you all looking forward to Anchor with my podcast. It will still be on YouTube as well, but I just finally got them on the podcast platform. So the next episode that I supposed to have this podcast will be this Sunday, and possibly I'll be doing the next episode coming tonight. So we'll see what happens about that if I get some special guests here with me to the show, so it won't be just me. So and also topics to write down as well. So yeah, that is the topic for today. I don't really have much to talk about here, but I will have some topics for next week. I just don't want to copy the topics I'm written about here. Um, Otherwise, I'll be talking about the main thing, but I'm just gonna keep it like this. It's your turn. Look for your topics.
Okay, my topics are as follows. I got not one, not two, but seven deaths to talk about. Six of them are gonna be tragic news, and the other one will be helicopter crash. And I got two heavy metal topics to talk about, and then three celebrations on the following week, because it can be a big celebration coming up. And that's the title of this episode. Happy 61st birthday, Dad. But anyway, let's get off top. Let's not get off topic. Let's go ahead and talk about the topics now. Anyway, Jeff Burns was an American comedian, actor, voice actor, writer, and producer. During the 1960s, he was part of the two stand-up comedy partnerships. First was George Carlin, and later was Avery, whatever you pronounce it, Schreiber, you pronounce it? Yeah, okay, whatever. By the 1970s, he had transcended to working behind the camera as a writer and producer as such comedy series as The Muppet Show and Hee Haw. Okay? His biography begins in his comedy career in 1959 when his partner with George Carlin, both were working for a radio station called KXLL, in Fort Worth, Texas. If you watch this, Len, this is for you. After successful performances at the Fort Worth Coffee House, the seller Burns Carlin headed from California in February 1960 and continued to work together for 2 more years. And the album contains some of the material was released in 1963, titled Burns and Carlin and the Playboy Club Tonight. Larger than lasting, what was later teaming with Avery, what do you pronounce his last name? whom we meet with when they were both members of the Second City, a live comedy and approved troupe based in Chicago. Burns and Schroeder, we pronounce it, were best known for a series of routines in which Burns played a talkable taxi cab passenger with Schroeder, we pronounce his last name, as a driver. During the summer of 1973, the two appeared on the ABC TV variety series, The Burns Schroeder Comedy Hour, we pronounce his last name. During the first half of the 1965-1966 comedy season, the Eddie Graves Show, he attempted to replace Don Knotts' Barney Fife character after Knotts left the show. Burns was cast as Warren Ferguson, we pronounce it, a dedicated but edited deputy sheriff. His character was not popular and was dropped after 11 appearances. In 1967, he was cast as Candy Butcher in The Night They Raid Minsky's. In 1971, he was cast as Mr. Kelly in the Partridge Family episode called Door, Door, Door. Season 2 premiere, by the way. Burns voiced Harry Boyle, voiced by Tom's Borsey's reactionary neighbor, what you pronounce it, Ralph Kane. In the short-lived syndicated primetime cartoon, Wait Your Father Till Your Father Gets Home. The series was a frontrunner of adult animation comedies. Burns was a head writer for the first season of Hee Haw and The Muppet Show. Schroeder, or even now, appeared on the episode of The Muppet Show during that first season. Excuse me. Burns also co-wrote The Muppet Movie with Jerry Joel, his successor as head writer of The Muppet Show. He hosted a 1977 episode of NBC's Saturday Night Live. The first to carry this title, the show was intently called NBC's Saturday Night at the time, after ABC's Saturday Night Live with Howard Castle, a different program, was canceled. In the early 1980s, Burns became a writer, announcer, sometimes performer in an ABC sketch comedy series called Fridays, okay? And he and comedian Michael Richards were involved in a stage on-air fight with Andy Kaufman later recreated the Kaufman Pie-epic Man on the Moon. Burns teamed with Renzo Music to provide the voices for the pair of Crash Team test dummies, respectively, named Vince and Larry, okay? In the series of United States Department of Transportation public service announcements that promoted the use of seatbelts, distributed by the Ad Council. The advertising campaign ran from 1985 to 1998. In 1993, he starred in the cartoon series Animaniacs as the voice of Spud Sid the Squid, given a character of raspy, Daffy Duck kind of voice. Schroeder also appeared on the show as Beanie the Benson. Burns was a guest voice in the 1999 episode The Symptoms, Beyond Barndome. Burns have died on January 27, 2020 at the age of 86 in Los Angeles, California from respiratory failure. It was shocking, I know. My next death topic I want to talk about right now is John Andrew Andres, we pronounce his last name. Was an American race car driver. He won initial races at karts, IMA, GP, World Boat Sparks Cars Series, and NASCAR during his career. He was a son of Adro Areti, we pronounce it. older brother of Adam Andretti, nephew of Mario Andretti. We pronounce it. First cousin of IndyCar champion Michael and Jeff Andretti. Andretti has won Australia 1991 and 61 top 10 finishes in 1974. It finishes in 74, excuse me. Career races in kart. He joined the PBG races in the IndyCar World Series kart in 1987, winning the Rookie of the Year award. In his debut at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in 1988, Airdate, we pronounce it, reached his high as 7th place before medical problems forced him to finish 21st. Wow. The Andretti family became the first family to have 4 layers: Michael, Mario, Jeff, and John compete in the same series car. All 4 family members compete in the Indianapolis 50 in 1990, 1991, and 1992. In 91, he won the only race in the car career, winning the Gold Coast Grand Prix in Surfers Paradise, Australia. He finished a career best 5th in the 1991 Indianapolis 500. A week later, at the Melgobly Mile, we pronounce it, Michael, John, Mario became the only known family in the motorsports history to finish first, second, and third, respectively. Wow. In the major auto race. In 1994, he became the first driver to attempt double duty, racing the Indy 500 and NASCAR's Coca-Cola 600 in Charlotte, North Carolina. Wow. On that same day, in the 94 Indy 500 was his last appearance under the race until 2007. Wow. John was also held the designations of being only one of the 3 drivers motorsport history to have driven both the top wheel dragster in the NHRA national event. Okay? And to qualify and race the Indianapolis 500, and number 2 would be Daniel Angas, would pronounce it, and Art Malone. Wow. In 1986, I was going to read something else in mine. IMSA GTT, we pronounce it, and Water Sports and Car Race Series. In 1986, Andretti drove a BMW at 12 March, along with the co-drivers Davy Jones. Who invited Davy Jones around? I thought it was a musician or something. But anyway, in the 1986 IMSA GT championship season, while the BMWs had limited success in the IMSA competition. Wow. Jones and Jones won the Kodak Copier 500 at the Watkins Glen International on September 21st, 1986. In 1989, Andrea drove the Miller High Life. Wow, BF. Go Rich, Paul George 962. The victory in the Rolex 24 Hours of Daytona. Okay. Called the Steinbank 24 at Daytona at this time. Okay. Along with the co-drivers Bob Warwick and Derek Bell later in the IMSA season. Warwick and Warwick won the Park Grand Prix in Palm Beach. Driving the same Park 962. Andrea finished 5th and points 112 in the 1989 IMSA season. First among Padres drivers, okay? In 2001, Andrea teamed up with Kyle Petty to win the GT class in the 6-hour sports car race at Watkins Glen. Andrea, we've announced the return to the 24 Hours of Daytona in the Rolex Sports Car Series in 2008. Dream team drivers were the Vision Racing, number 3, Porsche Crawford pronounced it, prototype, including Ed Carpenter, AJ Fort the Fourth, and Victor Maria. The team finished 25th in this race. Their first Porsche Crawford prototype entry in the 24 Hours of Daytona. NHRA, Wiscon's Drag Racing, in 1993, Andrew drove the Taco Bell Express Top Field Dragster for owner Jack Clark. Wow. Didn't know that. Okay. He reached the semifinals in the first national event in Atlanta. During the FRAM Southern Nationals, clocking a career best speed of 299 miles per hour. For a 1 kmh, way to pronounce it. In that race, he beat 1992 TF champion Joe Amato in round 1 and Myra Express Lube driver Tommy Johnson Jr. in round 2, but lost to Mike Don and Daryl's Gwen's Law's Retros Salsa car in the semifinals. The race was won by Eddie Hall. NASCAR at 93 to 99. Andrea made this Winter Cup debut in 93. He drove the number 272 Tex racing Chevy for Tex Apollo at the North Wilkesboro Speedway, where he started 31st and finished 24th. Wow. After running 3 months races in 93, he began the 94 season and drove the number 14th official world-sponsored Chevy for Billy Hagan. On May 29th, he became the first driver in history to race in both Indianapolis 500 and the Coca-Cola 600 on the same day. Wow. He finished 10th at Indy and 36th in the Coca-Cola 600. Okay. After suffering medical failures. Okay. In the middle of the season, he switched to the number 43 and STP sponsored Ponic for Pepsi Enterprises. He best finished with 11th place at Richmond International Raceway. He ended the season 32nd in points and 5th in the Rookie of the Year battle. In 1995, the year I was born, he began driving for Michael Cranfuss. Okay. In the number 47. Kmart Dual Caesar sponsored Ford Thunderbird. Wow. Long title. He won his first career pole at the Southern 500 and finished in the top 5 times. Okay. He ended the season 18 points. During the 1996 season, he switched with the number 98 RCA sponsored Ford owned by Gail Yarborg, Roy pronounced his last name, while Jeremy Mayfield, the previous driver of the number 98 car, moved to Cranford's team. He placed 5th at the Hans 500 and had 2 more top 10 finishes. In 97, he scored his first career win at the Pepsi 400 and finished 23rd in points. Okay, he returned to the number 43 Petty car in 1998, although he didn't win a races that season. Oh, God help me. And he did have top 10s finishes at the place at career best 11 in points. Wow. he won his second career race in 1999 at Martinsville Speedway, where he made up a lost lap and took a lead with 4 laps to go. He also won a pole at Phoenix International Raceway, 2000 to 2005. Meanwhile, midway through the 2000 season, Cheerios became Airdate Palmy sponsor. Wow. Cool enough. This was a processor to Pace Enterprises switch. Okay. To Dodge. Okay, I misspoke that because I was burping. But anyway. As their manufacturer. And with the team pulling double duty, trying to keep the Titanics, they were currently racing and prepare to the Dodges that were coming in. Things began to fall apart for the organization. He fell to 23rd in points, okay? After finishing the top 10 twice, okay? Over the next 2 seasons, Adriata posted 3 top 10 finishes into the number second at Bristol, while he finished second to Elliott Standler. Wow. This is his last 1-2 finish for Petty Enterprises and Wood Brother Racing. Before he was released midway through 2003 season. He ran a couple races for Haas, CNC Racing, and Richard Childress Racing before finishing the season in the number 1 Pennzoil sponsored Chevy for Dale's Earnhardt Incorporated. His best finish that year was a 12th in New Hampshire. Wow. Andrea started the 2004 season during the number 1 part-time for DI, but departed midway through the season. He ended the year during the number 14 Victory brand sponsored Ford, okay, Tartarus for PBC Racing, and finished 22nd in the Charlotte Speedway. Andrea started 2005, still driving the PPC, but the team was forced to dissolve due to the lack of funding. Oh, that's just not right. He drove 4 races in the Dragon Truck Series for Billy Browse Motorsports, and finished 8th in the Mammoth Motorsports Park. Okay, that's just not cool enough. He also attempted a handful of cup races for Morgan Regards Motorsports number 4 Lucas Oil sponsored Chevrolet, finishing 28th at the Michigan International Speedway at 1 lap down. Wow, I did not know that. But anyway, in 2006, which is 2010 by the way, Andrea returned to PBC and drive their number 10 Bush's way to pronounce it series car. Before the season, his only Bush starts came in 1998 at Daytona, where he finished 13th at the number 96 Chevy field by the Curb and Giant Performance Group. Despite having made over 300 Cup starts with 2 victories, wow, Adrian's applied for and was accepted as a contender for Rookie of the Year. He finished runner-up to Danny O'Quinn for the award. And in 2007, the year I found out to be /club, Andrea drove the number 10 Freedom Roads Camping Roads RVs.com sponsored car for Blonde Racing. At Daytona, we pronounce it through their affiliation for PBC Racing. When funding was for a team became questionable. Adriana's left blonde, right? Racing, excuse me. Sorry, you have to understand that I kind of keep burping at the same time because otherwise I can't read. But anyway, let's continue. The team used virus drivers in 2007 in the attempt to maintain a two-car team. Andrea drove 4 races for Petty Enterprise in the number 45 car. We filled for Kyle Petty. Who was working with this as a broadcast return of network television's race coverage. Okay, that's cool enough. He also briefly drove part-time for Front Row Motorsports. He finished the season in the number 49 Paralyzed Veterans America sponsored Dodge for spam racing. Okay, Andrea drove for Hot Front Row Motorsports in 2008. Driving the number 44 Chevrolet Impassion SS in the Sprint Cup Series. He raced his way into the 2008 Daytona 500, we pronounce it, in the second carried dual race. He drove in his first 10 races of the season in the 44 before leaving to focus on his IndyCar team. Okay? Andrea returned full-time to the 34 in 2009. The partnership between Front Row and Earnhardt Gazzani Racing. The number 34 has sponsorships from Window World, we pronounce it, MyAllAtLoan.com, and Taco Bell. He did not have the full-time ride for number 2010. But drove the number 34 Front Row Motorsports entry to 48th place. Finished after the accident on lap 117 in the Daytona 500. That leaves him that NASCAR career ends. IRL IndyCar Series. That just saddens me. In 2007, Andrea returned to the Indianapolis 500 the first time since 1994. When he pulled the double, competing the Indy 500 and the Coca-Cola 600 in the same day. He drove the third-party entry, from Panther Racing with Camping World as a sponsor. On May 19th of that year, he qualified the 91st Indianapolis 500. Wow. With an I misspoke. But anyway, with an average speed for the 4-lap qualifying run of 221.756 miles per hour. I can't read the rest, but anyway, he started in 24th in the 8th row, but crashed on lap 95 and finished for you. Misspoke. In 2008, Andrea replaced Jay Howard in the rough race in number 24. Daria Honda. Andrea qualified for his ninth in the 500 on May 17th with a full lap average of 221.550 miles per hour. This placed him 21st in the grid. He finished in the first lead lap in 16th place. Oh my God. Andrea continued in the number 24 car in the Milwaukee Mile and Texas Speedway races. And on June 6th, he was offered a deal with to keep him and the car for the rest of the season. He did not accept. Really? Andrea's run with Rolf Racing produced some notable results from the team. He qualified 7th in the Texas Speedway race. Although he had a quite great start, he finished 16th. He began the race at the Iowa Speedway with the rough 23rd partisan start, but steadily worked on his way through the field to capture an 11th place finish. the best of the rough racing machine. His final start with the team was at Richmond International Raceway the next week, where he was a knockout by a crash. Wow. Rough Racing contracted the single car for the rest of the season and then ceased operations. Andres finished 40th in the 2008 on IndyCar point standings. In April of 2009, Andre and Richard Petty announced a joint venture with Draper and Rival Racing, whereby Andrea would return to Indianapolis to drive the number 2043 car in the 93rd Indianapolis 500. I misspoke. 500. In his previous two trips to Indianapolis, Andre did not race in the Charlotte Double, and also missed the Southern 500 and Coca-Cola 600 to prepare for the race. Andrea qualified for the race on bump day in the 28th and finished in 19th place. The final car in the lead lap. Andrea returned to drive the number 44 on front row Motorsports immediately after the Indianapolis 500. Then returned to the Dover 400 in June. On March 31st, 2010, Andrea announced that he would join forces with Richard Petty and Richard win a world for two events. The number 43 returned as an entry, which was backed by Andrea Autosport, owned by John's cousin Michael. The team first race was a Roadrunner Turbo Indy number 300 at Kansas Speedway on May 1st. Andrea qualified 15th but finished with 9th. One lap down. The team also compete in the 94th Indianapolis 500 on May 30th. After failing to qualify on pole day, Adriana made the race on bump day, qualifying 28th for the second qualifying consecutive year. Andrea crashed out in the race to lap 65 and was credited with a 3rd place finish. Oh man, that's just sad. Andrea ran in the Central Indianapolis 500, partnered with Windows World Pay and Andre Autosport. He finished 22nd. Wow. Personal life. Andrea was active in the Central India community. He cheered during the Brick Wall 400 week. He worked up at 93.1 WIBC and Dave the Keen Wilson and General Mills to hold the race for Raleigh. Verifying James Whitcomb at Raleigh Hospital for Children. Andrew Joy graduated from Memorial College with a degree in business management, and later requires he would have been an investment banker and stockbroker. He have not started racing yet. From 2007. Andrea was the co-host of Driver's Seat with John Kernan on Sirius Satellite Radio's NASCAR Channel 90. Wow. Andrea's son Jarrett was a USAC sprint car driver and later a driver in the JT4 American Series. In April of 2017, Andrea disclosed that he had stage 4 colon cancer. His cancer battle, originally misdiagnosed with stage 3A cancer, was widely publicized, with him starting a Twitter hashtag called "Check It for Andrea." But as far as getting a colonoscopy after months of Czechoslovakia was announced that Andrea was deemed cancer-free in late 2017. However, in May 2018, he suffered a relapse of cancer, which magnetized even further. he went through another round of chemotherapy for the rest of the year, which ended in January 2019. The cancer relapsed yet again in late March of 2019. Andrea had passed away on January 30th, 2020 from colon cancer. He was 56 years old. Now, on to my next death topic. We got Marge, what do you pronounce it, Thursday. Now, she was an actress, American actress with known her roles as American soap operas. She was especially known for her roles as Alexandria Sopling, when you pronounce it, Golden Light, a role she played for on and off from 1993 through the show's 2009 cancellation, as well as playing the wife of Douglas of MacArthur in the 1997 movie MacArthur. Now, she was born on February 20th, 1936. In 1967, Thursday was a member of Citizen, in the personal pronounce it comedy group in Los Angeles. Her dramatic debut offered on December 21st, 1967, in an episode television Carmen Strip. Okay, she appeared on the film Sweet November 1968. Thus, they started her career with a small role as a waitress alongside Elvis Presley in the film Camp Bake in 1967. In 1968, Deste played a special agent in the TV series Hawaii Five-0 in the episode titled 24 Correct Kill, as well as appearing 3 times at Sunday's Temperance on Hogan's Heroes. In the 1968-1969, she played Gloria in the CBS comedy Blonde. Okay. She made numerous of guest appearances on popular television shows in the late 1960s and 1970s. She played alien Kara in Spock's Brains, the first episode of season 3 of Star Trek. In it, Darcy delivered arguably one of the most memorable lines of the original Star Trek. Brain was brain. What do you call that? I don't know. She was a popular guest at Star Trek fan conventions, often appearing with personal friend and fellow Star Trek actor Michael Dante. She was appearing on Daniel Boone in its 1969 episode Mental Who, as a beautiful French diamond thief named Eugene, when I pronounce it. She stars Gene MacArthur in the 1977 film MacArthur, and guest starred in Blair Warner's mother, Monica Warner, on Facts of Life in the same year. What do you call it? I can't remember what year is this. Check. 1998. This is 1979 to 1988. I just misspoke. But anyway. In 1982, she appeared as Kate Hanratty, a famed con artist, in several episodes of Brett Maverick. In 1982-1983, however, she portrayed Beverly Tuberman in Square Pegs. In 1979, however, she was Jennifer in Stop Susan Williams. Already an established actress when she began her career on daytime television, she made her soap debut in April of 1983, replacing Carolyn Jones as a popular Washington, D.C. actress Marian Craig on Capitol, when she played through the final episode in March 1987 as a rival of Kennedy Corso McGrandles, Coursing Towers. She had been part in Piracy every storyline, as well as a steady lead man and veteran voice film actor Richard Edgen, Margie, we pronounce it, received 2 supporting actress soap operas Digits nominations for this part. Okay? She then took over for Shirley Anfield as a troubled Pamela Pargage Capital Scholar on Santa Barbara from 1987 to 1988. And then 1991 as C.C. Capital's first wife and Mason's Capital's mother. She also began the mother-in-law of Mason's half-sister, Kelly, who was married to Pamela's other son, Jeffrey Coward. Okay? A brief affair with C.C. ended badly, causing Pamela to go insane and try to kill Kelly. Why? And her 91 return to have Pamela seamlessly recovered, but quickly slipping back into insanity when Mason took her to CC's for a surprise dinner. In the 1993, she was billed in her Wolsey shows as Vivian our maid on Days of Our Lives, while Cheryl was on the medical leave. Having several romantic scenes with veteran American actor John Askin, way to pronounce it, and working with future Golden Light co-star Crystal Capel after the nationwide search for an actress to take over for the commercially popular Beverly McKinsey. Marge began as Alexander Spalding and Golden Light in August of 1993. Excuse me. Remained on the show until March of 1997. She returned to the brief stunt in November of 1998 till February 1999, but could not resist the change in career on part. Marge finally originated a soap role as the evil Vanessa Bennett on All My Children from 1999 to 2002. As the mother of Dr. David Hayward, Vincent and is Zary, we pronounce it. I can't misspoke, but anyway, her co-star for Golden Light and Leo Press, Josh Dora Mail will pronounce it. She also became Pamela's last wife. Wow. Given her another legacy land to James Mitchell. Wow. Did not know that. After Manila, Vanessa's supposed demise after she was believed to be in the drug war, Marge was presented to come back as to the show, this time replacing John Collins, who had 3 months in a 6-month contract. In late May of 2005, Desi was one of the several cast members taking off the contract due to budget cuts. The show later asked her to remain the show on the recurring status because of her poverty in this role. Marge was given the front burner storyline in 2006 that had Extrina marrying a younger man to keep him in the country, and steaming to keep him out of the younger woman's bed. Wow. While appearances, kid was creepy. Again, greatly reduced after the story ended. She began appearing more upon the return of Great Alexander, played by Philip Starbling in 2009. CBS announced that Golden Light was being canceled on April Fool's Day 2009, with the last show set to air in September. She appeared on Golden Light's final episode, which aired on September 18th, 2009. The character of Alexander has a happy ending when older lover Fincher Reed came to square off on a round-the-world cruise to help her deal with the death of her brother Alan. Okay. her personal life. In 1955, she married a doctor, John Desi, and they divorced in 1962. They have a son and daughter together, Deborah, who was an actress in 1967. She married Thomas Burris, who died in 1987. Began in 1984, Disney sponsored the March Disney Celebrity Golf Tournament in Russell, Kansas. Okay? The event was designed as a fundraiser for Kansas child abuse prevention centers and for establishing a statewide hotline. In January of 2020, Disney passed away at the age of 83. Wow. She was in a lot of shows back then. Okay? Now, my next death topic is going to be about Lucy Jarvis. Now, if you don't know who she is, she passed away suddenly the same day as the Kobe Bryant, which I'll talk about after these 2 or 3. But anyway, Lucy Jarvis is a producer, a television producer that is. She was born on June 24th, 1917 at New York City. To Herman Allward and Sophie Kirsch. Jarvis studied home economies and nourishment at Cornell University and was also president of the drama club. She was hired as theologian at the New York Hospital Cornell Medical Center. Wow. But subsequently, William Nelson became food editor for McCall's magazine, leaving that portion to raise 2 children, while volunteering for the Organization for Rehabilitation Through Training. She produced a documentary, Passport for Freedom. She worked for several radio and television organizations, and was woman's television editor for Pathé News. Okay, in 1957, misspoke. But anyway, she worked with Martha Roundtree, way to pronounce it, on a public affairs radio show based in Washington, D.C. In 1959, Jarvis joined NBC as associate producer for Nation's Future, a program where various topics were debated. In 1961, she became producer. In 1963 documentary, The Carmen received an Emmy Award for cinematography. The 1964 documentary, The Verve, A Going Prison, received a Peabody Award, a Radio TV Critics Award, and 6 Emmys. In 1968, Jarvis was named a collaborator in the French Ordre des Arts et des Lettres. I can't speak French. In 1973, because I know the French would say, except for the outtakes what it is now for 800. But anyway, in 1973, she received a Harmon Prize for the documentary What Price Health. In 1976, Jarvis left NBC to produce several Barbara Walters specials for ABC. Wow. Unbelievable. She subsequently formed her own production company, which produced a number of films, including the television movie Family Reunion. She was a producer for the 1988 Russian-American co-production of the Broadway musical Subsequently Slays. In 1990, Jarvis brought the Russian rock opera Jonah and Alvos to New York City. Wow. In November of 2017, Jarvis was presented to the Women's Entertainment Day Pine Award for her groundbreaking success in media in the United States in New York City. Lucy Howard married Cyrus Jarvis, a warrior, in 1940. In 1932, Jarvis signed her name to Miss way to pronounce it, campaign, as we have had abortions. The campaign called the end to organic laws, represented freedom, okay? And a coronation woman to share their stories to take action. On June 24th, 2012, her birthday that is, Jarvis celebrated her 95th birthday at the Boathouse in New York City with the Feds' Hap Garden Party. Okay, that sounds reasonable. She turned 100 in June of 2017 and passed away in January 2020 at the age of she was 102 years old. Now, for my next topic is going to be now I'm gonna say who passed away, and I'm trying to say what happened earlier today, because I'm like completely in shock what happened. Today I want to talk about Fred Silverman. Now, he passed away earlier yesterday at the age of 82 at his Los Angeles home. Now, he was an American executive producer, and he worked with the executive and all the big three television networks like ABC, CBS, and NBC at the time, and was responsible for bringing to television such programs such as Scooby-Doo, All in the Family, The Watsons, and Charlie's Angels. All in the miniseries Rich Man, Poor Man in 1976, Roots in 1987, and Shoe God in 1998. For his success in the programming wildly popular shows, Time magazine declared him the man of the Golden Gut in 1977. Now let's move on to biography, and I'll just read the next death topic, shall we? So we got his biography begins in New York City, the son of a Jewish father and a romantic Catholic mother. He grew up in the Warwick Park, Queens, and attended Forest Hills High School. He graduated with a bachelor's degree from Syracuse University, where he was a member of Alpha Omnibus Pi Phi. Okay? And then earned a master's degree from Ohio State University. His 406-page master's thesis analyzed 10 years of ABC programming and led him to hiring the WGN TV. Wow. Which is followed by politicians of WPIX in New York. Okay? And then at CBS. His first job at CBS was to oversee New York's daytime programming. Superman married his assistant, Kathy Ken. Okay? They have a daughter together, Melissa, and son, William. Okay? CBS. In 1970, Silverman was promoted for vice president. Of programming planning and development, the vice president programs. Handled the entire program department at CBS. Silverman was prominent and bring a change in purposes of work from the network. As it had to force it out. The previous executive in that portion, Michael Dan. Dan's philosophies, when you pronounce it, was to draw as many viewers as possible without regard the key demographics, okay, which the networks found to be unacceptable, okay. Sound reasonable, as advertisers were becoming more skeptic about what kind of audience they were aiming for. The boosts of viewership and dynamics they were believed to be more willing to respond to commercials. Silverman orchestrated the royal purge of 1971. Okay, that is just wrong. Which eventually eliminated the many popular country oriented shows such as Green Acres, Mary Ferry RFD, Hee Haw, and the Barry Hillbillies from the CBS schedule. In their place, however, came a new wave of classics aimed at the upscale baby boomers generation, such as All in the Family, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, MASH, The Wilsons, Cannon, Banbury Jones, Coke Jack, and the Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour. Silverman has an uncanny ability to spot bourgeois owning, way you pronounce it, hit material, especially in the forms of spin-offs, okay? New television series develop with the characters that appear in the existing series. For example, he spawned off Maude and the Jeffersons from All in the Family, and Rhonda married from Tyler Moore, as well as the Bob Newhart Show from MTM's writers. Okay? In early 1974, Silverman ordered a Maude spin-off titled Good Times. Oh, excuse me, okay? Oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke. But anyway, the series was successfully Silverman to schedule it against ABC's new hit, Happy Days, that following fall. In our day parts, Silverman also reintroduced game shows to the network's daytime lineups in 1972 after a 4-year absence. Among the shows Silverman introduced was an updated version of the 1950s game show The Price is Right, which remains in the air over 4 decades later. After the success of The Price is Right, if you watch this, Alex and everybody else, Silverman established a new working relationship with Mark Guzman, Bill Taubman, and the most of the game shows appeared on CBS, including a revival of Match Game. Wow. On Saturday morning cartoons, Silverman commissioned Hanna-Barbera to produce the series Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And the character Fred Jones is named after Silverman. Wow. The success of Scooby-Doo led the several other Hanna-Barbera series airing on CBS in the early 1970s. Now it's moved to ABC. Silverman was named president of ABC Entertainment in 1975, put him in the awkward positions to save in Happy Days. The very show of Good Times had brought the brink of cancellation. Oh, God help me. Silverman succeeded to bring Happy Days to the top of the ratings and generation that's a hit spin-off from that show, Laverne and Shirley. At ABC, Silverman also greenlit other popular series such as The Bionic Woman, a $6 million Man spin-off, Family, Charlie's Angels, Donnie and Mary, Three's Company, Eight is Enough, The Love Boat, Soap, Fantasy Island, Good Morning America, Long from Pioneer, Rich Man, Poor Man, and the award-winning miniseries Roots, featuring Revar Burton. If you watch this remix, it's for you. These moved ABC's long dormant ratings from the third place to first place. Wow. However, Silverman was criticized during the period for relying heavily on Epica's fare. It was Silverman who conceded in the infamous Brady Bunch Hour with Sam Marty Krofft in the late 1976. And for bringing TNA or Jingle TV to the small screen with a number of ABC shows featuring boxums. Attractive and often scantily-clad young women such as the popular Battle of the Network Stars, okay? ABC Daytime has Metalcore ratings, so in order to decrease them, Silverman hired Gloria Monty to produce their airing General Hospital. He gave Monty 13 weeks to increase the serial ratings or to be canceled. Oh man. Oh God help me. He later expanded General Hospital and One Life to Live to a full hour and created a 3.5-hour afternoon serial block. Among game shows, Silverman introduced Tom and Goodman's Family Feud to the network. Wow. I can't believe you. If you watch this, guys, this is for you. During Silverman's time for ABC, He overhauled the network's Saturday morning cartoon output, dumping Filmation, which had produced a failed Uncle Croc block, and replacing it with the content from Hanna-Barbera. During including the creation of Scooby-Doo, ABC amended from the wiping of videotape programs under Silverman's tenure in 1978. At CBS, has done while he was on that network. Moved to NBC. Although Silverman's tenure at ABC was very successful, he left to become the president and CEO of NBC in 1978. Oh, excuse me, misspoke. But anyway, in stark contrast to his tenures at CBS and ABC, his 3-year tenure at the network proved a difficult period marked by several high-profile failures, such as a sitcom, Hello Larry, the variety show's Big Show, and Pink Lady, the drama Super Train, which also was, at the time, the most expensive TV series produced. Wow. Its high production cost nearly bankrupt NBC. Wow. And the Gene Dominion era of Saturday Night Live, Silverman hired Dominion after Al Franken, the planned successor for outgoing Lorne Michaels, catalyzed Silverman's failures on air in the way of that Silverman took very personally. Okay? Despite these failures, there were high points in Silverman's tenure at NBC, including the launch of the criticizedly flawed hit Hill Street Blues in 1981, the hit epic miniseries Shogun, and David Letterman's show Daytime in 1980, which led to Letterman's successful late night with David Letterman in 1982. Silverman had hired Letterman in the Holman deal after the morning show, which we kept the unemployed Letterman from going on another network. NBC gave Letterman a $20,000 per week, $1 million for a year. Wow, to sit out for a year. Okay, that's cool. However, Silverman nearly lost his current late night host, market leader Johnny Carson, after Carson sued NBC in a contract dispute. The case was settled out to court, and Carson remained with NBC and extends for rights in the show and a reduced time on air. Silverman also developed successful comedies such as Different Strokes, Fast Life, and Give Me a Break, and made the series compassements that lead to Cheers and St. Elmo's elsewhere. Silverman also pioneered entertainment reality programming, which in 1979 launch of Real People. Okay. His coronations to the network game shows included Goodman Tobbins, Car Sharks, and a revival of Password, both of which enjoyed great success in the morning schedule. Although he also canceled several other reality popular series, including the Hollywood Squares and High Rollers. Are you kidding me? The Make Waves in the Dave Letterman Show. Those cancellations all threatened Wheel of Fortune, whose host Chuck Woolery departed the show in the payment dispute during Silverman's tenure. Although the show survived, Silverman also oversaw the hiring of Pat Sajak as a new host of Wheel of Fortune in 1981. A position Pat Sajak holds to this day, of a syndication version that started in 1983. Also, although Silverman himself objected to Sajak hiring on Saturday mornings in a time when most of the cartoon output of the free networks was similar, Silverman oversaw the development of the animated version based on the Smurfs, okay? The animated series, the Smurfs, ran from 1981 to 1989. Well, after Silverman's departure, that making it the longest lasting contributions to the network. He also oversaw a revival of the Flintstones. Wow. He also it never airs on NBC. Okay. So man, we revitalized, excuse me, was a the way to pronounce it, the news division, which resulted in today in NBC Nightly News. Achieving partly their commissions for the first time in years. Wow. He created a new FM radio division with convenient full service stations in New York, Chicago, San Francisco, and Washington. During this NBC tenure, Silverman also brought is an entirely new divisional and corporate management, a team that stayed in place long after Silverman's departure. Among the group was a new entertainment president, Brandon Tartikoff, way to pronounce it, who helped get NBC back on top by 1985. Wow. Silverman also reintroduced the peacock as NBC's corporate logo for the form of the proud N, which culminated the peacock with the 1975 trapezoid N logo in 1979. The logo was used until 1986. Foundation of Fred Silverman Company. In 1981, Silverman left NBC and formed the Fred Silverman Company, formerly known as Intermediate Media and Entertainment, to produce shows, the show for television. The company would generate several hits, including the Perry Mason's TV movie series in 1985 to 1984, Matlock from 1986 to 95, Jake and the Fat Man from 1987 to 92, In the Height of the Night from 1988 to 95, Father Dowling Mysteries 1987 to 91, and Diagnosis Murder in 93 to 2001. Most of these shows continued to run in syndication. Most of these series were co-produced with Dean Hargrove and Viacom Productions. During the game show revival that followed the success of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Silverman reserved the 1950s game show 21 for NBC in 2000. Wow. A few years later, he returned to ABC in an advisory competency. In 1995, he was awarded for the Woman in Film Lucy Award in recognition of excellence and animation and creative works that had chanced the coronation of women's proof the medium of television. In 1999, Silverman was inducted to the Academy of Television Arts and Science Hall of Fame. Yesterday, Silverman died of cancer at his home in the Pacific Paradise neighborhood of Los Angeles. He was 82 years old. Now for my next depth topic, and we're gonna go from there. So, he was born Annie Bull Cox Chambers. Was American media publisher who has a stake of interest in Cox Enterprises. Wow. I did not know that. A privately held media empire that includes newspapers, television, radio, cable television, and other businesses. She was the daughter of James M. Cox, a newspaper publisher and 1920 denomination's presidential nominee. And his second wife, Margaret Potter Breyer. For 33 years, she co-owned the family company with her sister, Barbara Cox Anthony, who died May 28, 2007. She lived in Atlanta, Georgia, and died in January 2020 at the age of 100. Wow. Just wow. Anyway, her death worth was estimated by Forbes at $16.1 billion in September 2014, based principally on her equity interest in Cox Enterprises. She later divides her shares. Okay. Cox was born in Dayton, Ohio. She was married to Louis G. Johnson, by whom she had 2 children. Catherine Ann married first Jesse Cornbuff, and married twice. Second, William P. Rayner and Margareta. Married first James F. Granate, and second, Dr. Anthony Taylor, and third, Michael Rich. The marriage ended in divorce. In 1955, she married the Robert Williams Chambers, by whom she had a son, James Cox Chambers, an actor, dancer, and choreographer. Career begins in 1974 when, upon the death of her brother, James M. Cox, known as Jim Jr., okay? Chambers and Anthony gained a controlling interest in the family company. That same year, Chambers became chairwoman of Atlanta newspapers. Anthony became chairwoman of Dayton newspapers, while husband Garner Anthony became the administrative head of Cox Enterprises. In 1988, Anthony's son James Cox Kennedy became chairman and chief executive officer. Chambers remains a close advisor, supervising the daily operations of the company. Active in business and politics. Wow. Chambers was appointed administrator welcomed by U.S. President Jimmy Carter, a post she held from 1977 to 1981. She was the director and board of the Coca-Cola Company during the 1980s, and she was the first woman in Atlanta to serve as a bank director for the National Bank. She was also the first woman in Atlanta appointed to the board that says Chamber of Comparance, way you pronounce it. A. Cox Chambers held the chair of the Atlanta newspapers and served as the director of Cox Enterprises, one of the largest different media companies. Wow. In the United States, it owns one of the nation's largest television businesses, cable television businesses. That is Cox Communications, which provides internet and telephone, publishing newspapers, including the Atlanta Journal, Conditions, we pronounce it, the Palm Beach Post. Owned and operates broadcast television and radio stations, and owns Mayhem Auctions, and automobile auction firm. It also owns 6 variety of internet businesses, including AutoTrader, the largest retail automotive shopping site in the world. Wow. The administrator nephew, Jim Kennedy, is the chairman of Cox Enterprises. In 2004, Cox Enterprises announced a debt financing of $7.9 billion. Privatization bid for the 48% of the cable television business Cox Communications, but that it did not already owe. Okay. Wow. With approximately 6.3 million cable subscribers, Cox already also provides high-speed internet service in more than 2 million homes and television service to 1.1 million homes. Wow. Okay. Chambers was also a supporter on the wide range of and education charities provided in the arts, but anyway, and international affairs, and received many honorary doctor honoraries and awards, commendations, and efforts, and Pioneering. She serves on the boards and the Atlanta Botanical Garden, the Atlanta Historic Study, and the Wardrobe Arts Center, as well as on the boards to the British Museum of Art, the Posher Foundation, and the Whitney Museum of New York. She was elected in the fellow of the American Academy of Arts and Science in 2003. High Museum of Art. In 2005, the High Museum of Art named one of the wings in the, that's expanded families after Chambers, and is honored with a lifetime of support. Her work as a High began in 1965, which she helped to establish the Ford's art foundation, a fundraising group at the museum. In the early 1980s, Chambers also served as honorary chair of the fundraising efforts to construct the museum's Richard Mary's complex. In October 2006, the High, in combination with the Marceau Museum Paris, France, opened with the exhibition Rari's Atlanta. Wow. And the partnership foundation by Chambers. Awards. In 1983, she received an honorary degree in the Doctors of Laws from Agricultural University. She sadly passed away today. She was only 100 years old. Rest in peace, Ann Cox Chambers. Now, on to my last death topic, and I'm going to go ahead and go to my last two topics and then go ahead and do birthday topics. Now, this one, I don't know what to say here. I just got done my breather this past Sunday afternoon when all of a sudden I heard this tragic story. Now I first heard about it from the network community, and this happened when Kobe Bryant, 41, dies in a helicopter crash in Calabasas, California. Now, that happened before, and I will talk about it now. Basketball icon Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash on Sunday, which is this past Sunday, in Calabasas, California, roughly 30 miles northwest of Los Angeles. He was 41 years old. His daughter, Gianna T.G. Bryant, also died in the crash, according to TMZ and ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski, we pronounced it. Several news outlets report Bryant was in a private helicopter with several other people when it crashed. The Los Angeles Sheriff said 9 people died in the crash, which happened about 10 a.m. Eastern Pacific Daylight Time. It was a great sadness that we learned the death of Kobe Bryant and 4 others in the helicopter crash in Cabela's. Cabela's Mayor Aloysius Weintraub said in the press conference on Sunday. Weintraub said that the helicopter crashed in the field and no one on the ground was hurt. Weintraub said the helicopter was said as 36 model. Now, this is an emergency that happened this past Monday or Tuesday, whatever you call it. But this is not good. But anyway, on Monday, which is last Monday, officials from the National Transportation Safety Board held a briefing and said drones are mapping out the area of the wreckage. The FBI is assisting with the evidence collection. The transportation official said the local coroner was still gathering the remains of the victims on Monday. The NTSB said it was a violation of the helicopter at the time of the crash was not yet clear. Pieces of the helicopter was scattered around the hillside near the main impact point. The Drabs field span as wide as about 600 feet. This is sad, no. NTSB board member Jennifer Omday called crashing Perry this is devastating and said that the survival would have been unlikely. The cause of the crash is still under investigation. The NTSB is still investigation and whether played a role and called on members of public to send in photos of weather in the area. In order to assess flying conditions the days of a crash. Wow. Rest in peace, Kobe and Gianna Bryant. And these are the remaining 7 people as follows. John Altobelli, Guri Altobelli, what do you pronounce it? Alyssa Altobelli, Krishna Marshall, Peyton Chester, Sarah Chester, and finally Alia Zarbe. Now I talked about John Al-Jabari on my earlier, and and this is one of the reasons why I was talking about the helicopter crash. Now these two, I'm gonna talk about today. The other one I'll talk about another time. So there you go. But anyway, additional information shows the helicopter was flying under visual flight with rolls from John Wayne Airport to just southeast of Burbank Airport. Holiday said the helicopter flight's path. Holiday said the helicopter circled for 12 minutes while awaiting clearance from the air traffic controllers. Then the helicopter climbed around 2,300 feet to avoid a cloud layer, and shortly after started a descending left turn. Okay. The last layer contract with the helicopter was around 9:45 a.m. considering the accident's location. Wow. Los Angeles County Sheriff Alex Valerioti said the department is protecting the area surrounding the crash and presenting transparency assessing the site. Paradigm University Stewart Run newspaper published a tweet on Sunday that showed an image of what appeared to be a helicopter and smoke in the distance. Okay, this is sad. Bryant spent his 20-season career retired with the Los Angeles Lakers. He was a third all-time scorer in the NBA, won 5 NBA championships. He was born on August 23rd, 1978 in Philadelphia, but it was most of his childhood living in Italy. Oh, man. Where his father played basketball. In 1996, Bryant joined the NBA after graduating from high school. Bryant was often referred to by his self-given nickname Black Mamba, a tiger snake, which symbolized his prowess and communicate attitude. Bryant was the second highest paid NBA player of all time, having earned an estimated $323 million from his NBA career salary alone. Bryant retired from this NBA in 2016, the worst year ever. Bryant was married to Vanessa Bryant, from whom he had 4 children: Brianna, Gianna, Nalia, and Carbia. Their youngest child was born in June of last year, or something like that. Wow. I don't know. But anyway, rest in peace to all of you. You'll be dearly missed by all of us.
Yeah. It's been a sad time without people dying, but like I said before, it's old channel and we have a lot of stuff ahead of us, and they still remember them. So rest in peace to those.
Agreed. Now, I'm going to move on to my next topic, which is going to be some heavy metal news related and some birthday news related afterwards. Now, Slipknot invite Viral Kid drummer on stage. Takes Bo backstage. Wow. Earlier this week, which is last week by the way, 5-year-old drumming sensation Caleb H. stole the heart of Slipknot fans worldwide, perfectly air drumming along to the band's set. He followed it up with a drum cover which was uploaded to YouTube, and now he was invited backstage hanging with the band, and Jay Weinberg even brought him on stage to throw some drumsticks into the crowd with him. Wow. The hanging section took place at Slipknot's January 24th show in Birmingham, England, and was documented on Weinberg's Instagram page, where it was posted a slideshow of photos and pictures and video of Caleb decked out in the Weinberg style mask and sweat Slipknot jumpsuit. Wow. Got the opportunity of a lifetime playing on Weinberg's massive kit and posing for pictures of the members of Slipknot. Wow. Weinberg walking in front and stage with Caleb's which is met with an overwhelming response from the crowd. Wow. With a few drumsticks in hand, the Slipknot skins man schooled the youngster to being a pro rocker, encouraging him to toss some sticks into the audience. Wow. Before posing to the other photo and walking off stage. It was such a blast inviting this young strayer Caleb to last night's show in the Birmingham Wednesday night. Winsburg wrote on Instagram. View the slideshow below to see the photos and video for the amazing moment. Now, there is, and Jay Weisberg posted this thing, and it was great, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and show. This is a great photo, by the way. And his new drumsticks were great. He was 5 years old, so there you go. And this is a great experience for him, by the way. Now, I'll get to my last topic after I'm done with this. So for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and go out to my heavy metal topics, my last of heavy metal topics, and then we'll do a birthday topic for these three. And that is, of course, Slipknot's Corey Taylor quits social media largely because of his internet trolls. And that happened last week. Corey Taylor says he's been off of social media for 6 months since the musician handed off his probation internet duties to a professional. Excuse me. And the reason behind the Slipknot Stone Sour singer's social media's sabbatical mainly have to do the internet trolls and people being mad online. Wow. Okay. That's how the rocker pushed in the Irish Times last week, which is January 15th, which is 2 weeks ago. In the interview surrounding Slipknot's 2020 European tour kickoff in Dublin. Explaining that for him, trolling providing to be enough that not to be ever go on social media again. Taylor outlined his spots in the internet outside side. But anyway, when you don't give them attention that they turn to you, the singer said. I haven't dealt with some serious shit because of that. Yeah, I'm saying that because there's some very discretion advice, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, it's called cyber trolling. In a lot of ways, it's really stalking. Yeah, I agree. I agree with Taylor big time. But anyway, it's a darker side of fame that people don't want to talk about. It's everybody from me and to Christy taking. Yeah, it's scary, by the way. Taylor continued, if you don't give them the right response, they'll come after you in the dirtiest ways, creating different accounts under this different names. It is social media. It's ridiculous, yeah. Exactly. More generally, the musician admitted to staying away from social media after giving them a better overview of world events. Exactly. These days, he said he gives his news and without his abuse, public commentary, that often accompanies it. I don't miss it all at all. Taylor explained. Here's the thing. It made me go back and read the news again. I read the news every day. It's not like I'm not up to speed with everything, but now I'm not getting shitty reactions to news stories. I'm not barging by a bunch of memes and reactions to a news story here or there. Yeah, exactly. I agree with Tara big time. The Slipknot figurehead previously tackled social media additions, and it's spelled out in his book American 51. In the recent interview with the Irish Times, Taylor also brought subjects such as the music streaming pay disparity for artists and the probably cause of performing with Slipknot for so many years. Oh, God help me. In that addition, he plugged the upcoming Snot Fest and Sea Rock Cruise. Wow, that's a lot of things. Click Slipknot's concert sick here. Now, that's just it for heavy metal topics. Now, then we're going to move on to birthday topics, shall we? Now, today is Allison's birthday. Miss Allison Morrison, if you're watching this, happy birthday. You're 43 years old, and you deserve it, to Travis, so, your husband, so, you deserve it. And yesterday was Alex Paris' birthday, and it was belated one, so happy belated birthday to Alex Paris. For this episode of Friday's LukeJ62895, you're watching this right now. And tomorrow's my dad's birthday, so happy birthday to my dad, who will be turning 61 tomorrow. So if you watch this, Dad, happy birthday to you, Dad. And okay, that's all my topics for today. January 31st, 2020, and now we're going to do 3 segments for today. What I watched on Disney Plus for today? Well, I just finished watching The Mighty Ducks, just the final 5 episodes of Mighty Ducks, 22 to 26, and I watched Lamb Life today, the launch day. It was a great show. I mean, a great movie, short film, by the way. You gotta watch it on Disney Plus. It was great, by the way. But anyway, enough said. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel and let's see what I got to offer in 5 wheel segments, shall we? Excuse me. Let's see what we got. Okay, Pat Sajak GameStop was first, okay? And we're going to do this right now. Okay.
Hi, I'm Pat Sajak. Welcome to
That
Trivia
was
Gem.
too loud. Thank you, Pat.
Welcome to today's Trivia Gems game. The categories for today's game are
Business, music, movies, TV, sitcoms, language, and everything goes. I am so sorry I have to put it in, so that way more easier. You mean my mo. Let's go with movies. I don't know.
Here's your first set of questions.
I don't know. Cary Grant. I don't know. Witness.
Here are the answers. Hey, your all-in wager worked.
Hooray!
questions. Now, let's see the answers.
False. Dang it.
Way to go.
Hooray! $16,000.
Ready for a little brain spinning fun? Congratulations! Well, there goes my company's Christmas party.
Pat, come on! I know what this is, anyway.
Okay, get ready. Here they come. All right, let's take a look.
Dang it.
You won your wagers.
Hooray!
Here's a gem of a question. Now you have an opportunity to double your money. Nope, sorry, that's not it. You lost your wager. Okay, get ready. Here they come. And the answers are... Good play.
Hooray!
Here are the questions.
Also, I hope you all have a great ride today. Yes, you are doing it without some time today.
Okay, here's how you did. Nice job. Congratulations, you climbed to the top. Your longest streak bonus is... Your trivia IQ bonus is... And your
$67,000.
IQ ranking for
Special.
this game
It's not
is
bad.
Exceptional.
It's not bad.
Welcome to the Power Gem bonus round. That's it. That one was different.
I don't know it. Dang it. I misspoke. 33,700. Oh well.
Congratulations, you won today's game. Thanks for playing our online game. For even more fun, I hope you'll try out the download version of Trivia Gems. The download version has lots more features, more gameplay choices, championship games, full screen display, exciting options, and free ice cream. Please click the download free trial button and give it a spin. Although I was only kidding about the ice cream.
Pat, come on! Anyways, we got Lucky Lows, and we're gonna spin this wheel and things like that afterwards.
Welcome to Lucky Letters. Welcome to today's Lucky
Watch
Letters
him, time go is supposed to be for today. Okay. 4 U's, wow. 5 P's, wow. 4 Gs, wow. 5 H's, wow.
Ready? Here comes the puzzle round.
5 C's, wow. I did not know.
Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try.
Give it a nice try, Pat.
Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try.
What?
Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try.
Give it a nice try.
Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer.
Hello.
Oops, that wasn't get ready. It's the lucky lightning round, and you'll need to think fast. You got the answer. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Hey, you're good. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Wow, good going. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. That's it. Nice job. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Way to go. That's correct. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. You got the answer. Hey, you're good. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try.
Oh well.
Oh, too bad. You ran out of time.
Okay. That's just great.
Welcome to today's Lucky Letters game. Ready? Here comes the puzzle round.
We'll have to try that again.
Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try.
Give me that try.
Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Wow, good going. Here's a chance to double your money with a lucky chance. If you decide to wager, you'll have 30 seconds to answer. Whoa, you're putting it all on the line. Good. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter is get ready. It's the lucky lightning round, and you'll need to think fast. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. That's it. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Nice job. Way to go. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. That's correct. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. You got the answer. Hey, good. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Oh, too bad. You ran out of time.
Try that again.
Welcome to today's Lucky Letters game. Ready? Here comes the puzzle round. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try.
Give me that strike, Pat.
Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters.
2020. The dollar amount. Anyway.
Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Wow, good going. Get ready, it's the Lucky Lightning round, and you'll need to think fast. That's it. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Nice job. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Way to go. That's correct. You got the answer. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Hey, you're good. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Wow, good going. That's it.
Again, really? Almost had it.
Dad, you ran out of time.
Oh wow.
Welcome to today's Lucky Letters game.
We have to try this again for the 4th time.
Ready? Here comes the puzzle round. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Nice job. Way to go. Here's a chance to double your money with a lucky chance. If you decide to wager, you'll have 30 seconds to answer. Being a little cautious. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters.
Oh well.
Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. That's correct. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try.
Very nice try.
You got the answer. Get ready. It's the lucky lightning round, and you'll need to think fast. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Hey, you're good. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Wow, good going. That's it. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the... Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Nice job. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. Way to go. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. That's correct. You got the answer. Hey, you're good. Wow, good going. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. Oops, that wasn't one of the correct letters. That's it. Nice job. Nice try. Bad try, but nice try. Way to go. Sorry, that letter isn't in the answer. That's correct.
Finally!
Congratulations, you solved the puzzle.
$55,560. Man, that was a Tiffany after 11 seconds left. CoolMathGameStuff.com stuff. Now, I'm only going to play tic-tac-toe for this one.
Okay.
Tied. Oh well. God. Got it! One more time. Tied. Oh well. Got it! Well, that's enough of that game. I already did this game. That took me 4 tries to play that game. I did this already. Check. David 3000 behind the scenes stuff.
Alright. So today we are going to do David 3000 versus the money cards for the first time this year.
Okay.
Let me try to let me hit the record button. Okay. Let me
I'll just press stop streaming, and he just want to do this live stream. Go ahead.
okay, let me try again.
Join stream.
There we go. Alright. Here. Alright. Get the camera on. Like this. Okay. Alright. This looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Let me start the game.
Okay.
Alright. Alright. So. Alright. Let's begin. Let's begin. And one. Thank you. Thank you. Hello everybody, I am 30,000 here and welcome to the next episode of 30,000 versus the Money Cards. After a long holiday break here, we're back for the first time in 2020. I am 30,000 here and sorry for no episodes over a month after we returned back in December. But don't worry, we have a set schedule where you guys will be able to watch episodes of 30,000 versus the Money Cards, and I was trying to schedule with later on. But right now, I have a special guest with me who's going to be participating in this episode. As you enjoy this on Bison LukeJ62895, here's some checkers.
Hello, guys. As I'm speaking to you from taping this behind the scenes of FWO and on LGM 2020 as we speak.
Luke?
I'm still here.
I can't really hear you. Try again.
Hello, guys. As I'm speaking to you from making this LGM 2020 as we speak. Yeah. David's having difficulties, everyone. Hold on, problems, okay. Yeah, I couldn't hear David. It's just, he's having problems, you know? Well, that'll count as an outtake. Man. But anyway, while we wait on David to come back, well, we'll just have to see what is going to happen next in this wheel segment after this is over. Because, well, it depends, you know, that's just me. But anyway, let's just see what happens next, shall we? See what we got. And he's like, thank you. And then all of a sudden, David left us. I'm like, oh my god. So then again, he has problems. So I'll just wait for David to come back and get the wedges out of the way and things like that. So there you go, folks. There's your answer for anything. Quality and late, yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, now we're here for David. Okay.
Alright, now I can hear you. Alright, so, I just introduced you, so hi to say hi to everyone.
Hello, guys. As I'm speaking to you from making announcement 2020 as we speak.
Yep, I'm not so surprised with LukeJ62895. And today I'm gonna have a shot at winning over $160,000. 20. Well, we can check it back out. Actually, click the money cards. Here are the money cards right there. As we start with bottom up with $1,000, then go to second level with $2,000 to do more cards. Then go to quick bet. Kept bad news, kept more money. Let's start the game with $1,000. Alright. Alright, we're gonna start off the game with $1,000, and the opening card is a 9. So
Ooh.
what I'm gonna do with that 9? Well, I'm gonna bet half of it, $500. No. $500. No words. It's a 5. I'm up to $1,500 now. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna bet all but the next card is higher. So it's a chance up to $3,000 now. And that's what we do. I'm gonna bet all of it lower. Ramps lower. Oh, it's a pain.
Ooh.
Like the one that is a good card, go to second level. And to what happened?
Probably difficulties.
Hold on, something happened. We're just gonna restart the show.
Yeah.
Alright. 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 Let's start it again.
Yep.
What everybody thinking? Thank you. Hello everybody, I am Family Thousand here, and welcome to the next episode of Family Thousand versus the Money Call. This is a game show where I have a chance to win over $160,000. Sorry for no episode in a long time, since last year. It's just that I took a little holiday break, and I've been overseeing some important things this month, so don't worry, I'm back to new episodes for 2020, but just so you know, uh, we are going to be doing more often. The next 7 episodes will be here on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time from now on. And we will be on air until the next 7 episodes for the season 1 finale. And season 2 will premiere in the summertime. So, So, without further ado, we're going to start the show and before we get to the money cards, we have a special guest with me via Discord at LukeJ62895, LJPCM Discord server. Please welcome Nick Jeffers.
Hello, guys. As I'm speaking to you from making the FWL and Elton says called videos as we speak.
Yep. And without further ado, let's begin and let's open up the money cards. So here's the money cards right there. We're gonna start off with bottom. Oh,
Yeah, you just go.
alright, there we go. With there we go. Alright, we're gonna start off with bottom up without this $1,000 in cards. Go to the second level with $2,000 in more cards and go into quick bet, which I have rather just have my money. And let's start the game $1,000. And we're gonna start off with the opening card. And that is a 10.
Ooh.
Well, we'll risk that. We're gonna want the $160,000, so what we're gonna do, all of it lower. So $1,000 lower. Oh, it's a king. Ah, well, I'm gonna move that to the second net. What's happening here?
Here we go again.
Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Alright, so now we have the four. I'm gonna bet $4,000 that the next card is higher. Oh, what?
You have got to be kidding me.
What? Hold on. Hold on, wait a minute. I said all of it higher, not all of it lower, you fool. Hold on.
Something went tricky here.
It's a 2. I'm gonna go $1,000 higher. It's a 4. $2,000 in the 4. I'm gonna go all of it higher. $2,000 higher. It's a 9. $4,000 in the 9. I'm gonna go all of it lower. $4,000 lower. It's a 5. $8,000 in the 5. Okay. What is wrong with this flash control? Press up.
Yeah, I may have to press up once.
I did press up once. Well, I guess we may have to do this another time, unfortunately. I'm having difficulties here, but...
Yeah, I may have to do it some other time, folks. But anyway, let's go ahead and spin the wheel. Yeah, it may be easier if you can do it with a Mac. Better than a Windows computer, like I did, you know?
Yeah.
So, we'll do it next time, I guess. But anyway, let's not gonna waste any more longer. Let's do Pat do game stuff. Something tricky going on here for this Dairy Files behind the scenes. I'm like, what is going on? But anyway, let's do drop the bomb and Lightspeed 2, and all we have to do is do L4GSTV game stuff, and then we'll do the notes and wrap up the show. You know, that's just me.
Don't worry, I'll try to do it. I'll the control to see what is wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe a difficulty. Yeah, I know.
It's the up problem. Like when I bust in a problem up low, that's the main problem.
Yeah. 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 It happens sometimes. TV full question for 600. G billing. Got it. Fillers, I don't know. Darts, dang it. Travel to question for bomb, oh well. Is it Japan? Philippines! Miss Gemmel, get me for this! Oh, God help me. Lightspeed 2, and then we'll do like L4 GSTV game stuff. .2 is not that bad. And we got L4 GSTV game stuff, and we got notes left to go. It's a jack. Ooh. Lower than a jack. It's a 7. Okay. It's a queen. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. To an ace. Ooh. No, it's a push. Not bad. Not gonna win that much money, but okay. But anyway. Lower. I'll go half of it. Save. Lower. Yes! $60,000!
Wow.
If you haven't solved unlike episode 45 weekend celebrations, you know I incessantly did the $160,000. This is why I did the right thing. Anyway, 15. Sucky 7. 9. Ooh. Come on! Anyway, we got Danger Color. Anyway. My danger color is green. Stay away from green. Oh my! Oh well. Red!
Alright.
Got one more of these L4 GSTV games, and then we'll do notes and we'll wrap up the show with a deuce. That is not bad at all. Woo! Nifty, huh? Sucky 7. Oh, it's a red. It's a blue. Oh, 1. It's not a blue. 6. Okay. 11. Not bad. $8. Oh my! $50,000!
Alright.
And that, my friends, I will do one more thing, and that is, of course, notes topic. And we'll wrap up the show with a huge bang. And I heard my stepdad in the background, so there you go. So, that's what I'll do for the rest of the episode. So, there you go on that. And then we'll wrap up the huge bang. So, let me just see here. We're going to cross up, yeah. And we'll do this. So, anyway. Let's take some time. So, anyway, let's take some time to cross it off. And make it like that. And we'll read it out loud to the audience. But anyway. Okay, there we go. Got this. Today is going to be the final scene of Elgin 2020, day number 32. Then tomorrow we got the Elgin TV special event regarding to celebrating Gym Lair, day number 1. Then weekend celebration episode 47. And then Dairy 3000's game show marathon nights number 1 and number 2 taping. And then we'll do LJ Peace Reacts episode 416. And then that was 2020 day number 33. Now these things, I'm going to give an announcement about these things. I'm going to tape this in here. I'm going to tape these at my dad's house, you know. If you watch this, Dad, you gotta give a blast on your birthday coming up on February 1st. If you watch this, Dad. So tomorrow's coming up for you. You'll have a blast tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that.
Happy birthday to you.
To my dad, yep. But anyway, February 2nd, 2020 is stage number 2 of Elgin 2020. Excuse me. Not day number 2 of Elgin 2020. Why? I already surpassed that. But anyway, Elgin TV to a special event, celebrating Jim Laird's life. And then celebrate Elgin TV special event, Super Bowl 2020 event. By the way, Super Bowl 54 is coming up. So be prepared for Super Bowl 54 coming this Sunday on Fox. You know. And that was the 2020 day February 4. And then we got the February 3rd, 2020. We got Elgin TV special event. Celebrate Jim Laird day number 3. And then a Bon Scott documentary, scripts and taping. Elgin 2020 day February 5. And then of course, February 4th, we got Elgin TV special event on celebrating Jim Laird, day number 4. And Cliff Burton documentary, scripts and taping. And then Elgin 2020 day February 6th. And then February 5th, 2020, we got Elgin TV special event celebrating Jim Laird day number 5. And we Wednesday's episode 14 and the taping of the 13th anniversary of Elgin Corporation. And Elgin 2020 day February 7. And February 6th, we got Elgin 20 TV special event celebrating Jim Laird day number 6. And Elgin Music Zone, Stone Cold Crazy by Queen. And we're going to have another one by Metallica some other time. And Elgin 2020, day number 38. And we'll be back next week for a brand new episode of LukeJ62895, episode 279. I haven't typed it in correctly because I said 278 by accident. So anyways, guys, double episode of today's episode of LukeJ62895 for today. January 31st, 2020. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for the next one, which is going to be hashtag Remix Prom 31. But until next time, this is LukeJ. Goodbye, peace out, baby. We get more Fridays LukeJ625 episodes to you guys very soon. Till then, Jefferson out. See ya.